can't be going there.
People can't. You'll have to turn right if you stay here. Will you shut up? Whose car is it anyway? None of your business. Are we right out there? You said it couldn't be done.
It's not all glamour in the research business. In fact, it's not all research in the research business. There's a fair bit of plain and simple everyday work, delivering consignments for industry. It's elementary, but it's just as well to have top-notch professionals doing it, just in case something goes very slightly wrong.
I know who you want. The simple mistake happens all the time. Hey, Spain. Come on, you idiot. You got a car?
Yes?
Get into it and get out of here. Go down there 50 yards and put the package in the back of a white Valiant. And don't come here again or I'll kill you. Don't ever let me see you again. I'll kill you.
Well, that seemed to go pretty well.
No, I've got to go.
37 years old, long-winded, pompous, was born with executive spirit.
Thank you very much. Yes, we'll get back to you. Okay. Bye-bye. Hello?
Good morning. Are either of the principals in?
No, I'm afraid you've just missed the principals.
Ah.
But I am expecting the principals back if you care to wait. They can't be very far away.
No, I think not.
Can I help you? If it's a job of some sort, perhaps I can help.
Well, it's a private matter, actually, of a fairly delicate nature, concerning, as it does, a marital relationship.
I see. Your own marital relationship?
Frankly, yes. It hasn't been easy coming here. I won't pretend it has. It's not an easy thing to do. I'm not going to like spying on my wife. You may as well know that. It's not something that I'm comfortable with. It's not something I'd like the idea of at all. But I'm afraid my hand has been forced. I'm afraid my wife is carrying on a liaison outside the conventions of marriage. No, I'm not happy about having her followed.
Does your wife deny having...
Oh, no. I haven't discussed this with my wife. That'd be a breach of faith. No, it would put at risk that bond of trust that exists between us.
Yes, I can see that it might do that.
Lovely day for it. Will you relax?
I'm not critical of Barbara. I consider myself the luckiest man in the world to have had Barbara.
You do appreciate that you don't need adultery as grounds for divorce proceedings.
We're not talking divorce here. I want to know what's going on. I accept a lot of blame myself. I haven't always paid sufficient attention to my wife in recent years. The little things that you do when you're, well, frankly, when you're falling in love. I mean, that's what we're talking about, isn't it? Why run away from it? The little things like opening doors for each other, buying each other bunches of flowers, laughing at things, just because they strike you as amusing. Well, we've stopped doing these things, you see, and obviously it's partly my fault. Well, I accept that. I don't resile from that at all.
car behind us. Are they following us? Yes, of course they are. Well, keep down. Someone else to meet Bruno. I mean, we don't even know what's in those packages. We got work for being done. Okay. I mean, what are we doing running around for Victor? We should be doing our own work. Different work. Yeah, very different work, if possible. Perhaps not quite so different. A more intellectual kind of work. Challenging work. Test the skills. Test something exhausting. 24 hours a day, round the clock. No time to do anything else at all. And full. Enough to help Victor, but... No time, Victor. No can do. Sorry, Victor. Sorry, Victor. Well, I feel much better now we decided that. 2 coffees, please, Jack. Should we tell him? I don't think so. He's a busy man. Yes, true.
G'day, Pat. How are you? Oh, not bad, thanks. Yourself? Pretty good. Anything happened today? No, not much. A couple of phone calls, visit from an extremely boring person with regard to his marital relationship.
Just a job.
G'day, Ken.
G'day, Pat. Is this a job you're talking about? Does he want his wife tailed?
Pardon?
Pat, has someone approached you with regard to the surveillance of a third party?
A bag of wind named Bill Martin wants you to snoop round after his wife.
Looks big, Ken. Full effort called for, I think.
Overboard, I think, boys. These people just have a little domestic squabble on their hands. It won't even keep your weight.
Well, that doesn't do you justice, Pat. These are people's lives we're talking about here. Yeah, for heaven's sake, Pat, pull yourself together. Thanks, Jess.
You don't even know what this guy wants.
He wants professional help, Pat, and I think he's entitled to get it. That's what a democracy's all about, Pat. Yes, we'll have to drop everything else, but we'll do it. I agree. No distractions.
Distractions? What are we going to do for an income?
Well, we'll have to sell a lot of debenture stock, but we'll get by.
One of the key things in any investigation is the ability to listen. Pay close attention so that the great jigsaw of information falls neatly into place.
I don't blame Barbara.
There's always the possibility that there's a fact in there somewhere.
Barbara. I see it from time to time. Oh, she tries to hide it, but I see it. Emotional hurt. And she has needs, of course, like any other woman. I mean, I don't have to tell you blokes that. I suppose that all this sounds very personal to you, but I want you to have a complete understanding of exactly how things stand between us.
Yes, it all helps. I'm sure we can piece together...
Do you know what the trouble is?
No.
Business.
Oh, really?
Oh, yes. I know that sounds strange, but you think about it. I'm not down on business. Don't get me wrong. Business has been very good to me in many ways. But let's face it, it does make demands on you. And life is a question of priorities. Business isn't everything. I mean, you blokes are in business.
Yeah, it's not everything.
Exactly. There has to be an emotional side. It's like a balance. It's like an environment.
Do you have a photo of your wife?
If she finds it necessary to have someone else share her fellowship and help her achieve her potential, and she's happy, mark you, then in all honesty, I'd have to say that I'm happy too. It's just that I want to know.
Your wife's name is Barbara?
Well, they're not in there. There's a woman in there, a secretary or something. I don't know where they are. Look, ring her. She'll get a message to them.
Hello? No, not here at the moment. No, not here either. No, only me. Oh, really? Well, I'm sure they'll turn up. Well, no, they didn't, but I'm sure they'll turn up. Yeah, I will. What time? Oh, gosh, they haven't got long, have they? Where are you? Yeah. Right. Look, somebody will be there. Yeah. Okay. Bye. Led by idiots.
Is it Barbara? Do you know the most tragic thing?
Is there a photo of your wife?
Oh, indeed there is. I'll get you one in a moment. You know the most tragic thing about this whole unhappy scenario?
In real terms?
In real human terms, Ken. Well, you know yourselves, when you have a problem, you have to confront it. You have to deal with it one-to-one. Resolve it.
Excuse me.
In fact, before you even do that, you need to analyze it, which is what we're doing here. Find out what it is. Identify it.
Excuse me a minute.
Now, let's take this barber business. You see, if we break it down rationally... Ooh.
And how can we help you?
I'm Pat. I was just speaking to you on the phone
Yes.
10 minutes ago.
Yes.
You phoned our office 10 minutes ago about a parcel that had to be picked up.
Did I?
Yes, you asked for Bryce or Ken. They're both out, so I came myself.
Where are they?
I don't know.
Are you aware that they've done work for us?
Well, I'm not aware of all the details.
But you are aware that they've done delivery
Oh, yes.
from here to St. Kilda
Absolutely.
every Wednesday.
Every Wednesday, yes.
Okay, Pat. Here's what we do. We put that in the back of your car, and you go to the Fitzroy Street Shopping Centre.
Yes?
Well, that's what you do. You park, and while you're away powdering your hooter, a magic wand is waved over the car, and the parcel disappears. Well, they must have told you that.
Well, yes, they did. I could just never work out how it was done.
Yours not the reason why, Pat. People with inquiring minds tend to fall by the wayside in the package delivery business. It's all there. Show Pat to a car, will you, Ivan? And ask Kel to step in for a moment.
Bye.
Bye, Pat. Find out where those two stupid bastards are, will you? This subcontracting's not on. That woman could get hurt.
Yeah, I was looking for something for a present.
Did you have anything in particular in mind, or...?
Yeah, I thought maybe something from Paris or Rome. Something expensive and rather special, I think. Do you have any ball gowns? perfectly logical. Now listen. Oh. G'day.
Shut up.
Mind if I have a cigarette? Shut up! Yeah, that's better, I think.
Shut up.
Yeah. Victor sent us to talk to you two. Where were you today? You didn't pick nothing up. Yeah, we haven't had time. We've got a lot on. Look, we're no use to Victor. Why doesn't he get some... Shut up! Listen, we're working on an international case.
Shut
The
up.
overseas a fair bit from now on. Yeah. You were lucky to catch it. Shut up! We're out of that line of work from now on. Shut up! It was very good work, actually. Very
Shut
good.
up!
Victor says number one, no subcontract. You took on the job, you make the deliveries, right? Number two, no women. Especially no women that Victor hasn't already seen.
What are you talking about? I don't know, but I agree with you.
Now, you two mongrels do exactly as we tell you, or we'll wipe you right out. End of story, okay?
Oh, yeah, okay. Now wake up to yourself. Victor says jump. Jump! What the hell was all that about?
I don't know. Seemed to go pretty well, I don't.
You were both out. You never tell me what's going on. I just went and picked it up.
You got any distance?
God knows what it was.
Motor parts.
Park your car, go for a walk, come back, parcel gone. It's very cloak and dagger for motor parts, Bryce.
Doggy motor parts.
You've done well, Pat. You've done very well indeed.
Yeah, you have done well, Pat. Can you ask Jack if he's got any aspirin? I've got a bit of eye strain.
Why would that Victor pay us $150 to shift a parcel for him when he can put it in a cab for $5?
Ooh. Shoddy management, I would think.
Brainless. They're their own worst enemy, some of these small business people.
I could have been walking a bloody plank today trying to help you a couple of twerps. And you're going to get yourself killed if you're not careful.
Pat, could you not say that quite so loudly, please?
Look, we're giving it away, that sort of work.
Yeah, we don't do that anymore.
No, we're not doing that sort of work anymore.
Does Victor know that?
I'm pretty sure we mentioned it to him the other day.
You haven't told him. He doesn't know. He told me you do a regular delivery.
That's not exactly true.
No.
Once a week, he said.
No, he's lying.
Well, who punched you up then?
Nobody punched us up.
Just a bit of sinus trouble.
Oh, look, you sort it out. Whatever it is, sort it out. If you don't, you're going to be in big trouble.
When you're following someone you've lost contact with altogether, and your sinuses are playing up, and you're reporting to the client, it makes very sound business sense not to burden him with the entire truth.
Ah, good. Come in. Well, here we are again. Now, your wife has been under constant surveillance.
Almost constant.
Pretty much constant surveillance. Is she behaving normally?
Right?
Yes and no. I mean, what's normal? From where we stood, she appeared to be...
Normal.
Yes?
Normal.
I would say so.
Certainly not abnormal.
Where did she go? What did she do?
Well, pretty much as you thought, really. Fair bit of shopping.
Yes, a lot of shopping.
She's good at shopping.
And I don't mean that in any sexist sort of a way, Bryce. That's not the sort of man I am. Barbara has an actual talent for shopping.
She does, yeah. She seems to take it very easily.
Yes, we remarked on it several times, I think, from memory. It's in the report.
Where did she shop?
Mainly boutiques. Several boutiques.
That's not like her. Where else?
Where else? Ken? Where else? Chemists?
That would make more sense. She's always buying lotions. She has lovely skin.
Yes, was chemists. Lots of them.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, I think some of them had been boutiques that have since become chemists.
Yeah, quite a lot of them have.
It's an intriguing case, this.
How do you mean?
Huh? Oh, intriguing.
Mm.
Fascinating and absorbing case.
Very time-consuming.
Oh, yes. We've had to drop everything else.
The sense of fulfillment, too, the feeling that we're really getting somewhere.
Where, do you think?
Well, apart from the shopping thing, there are one or two leads that we think have got pay dirt written all over them.
Ah, good.
It feels very good, this case.
Frankly, it's beginning to feel very good indeed.
Partly my fault, Bruno.
I didn't have time to brief them properly. I'm sorry. We've actually just given them a little light workout over another matter. I don't think we'll have any more trouble.
G'day.
Good afternoon.
Sleuth's not here.
Not at the moment.
Oh, doesn't matter. You might get one of them to give me a ring. Tell them I need some help with a character called Victor.
Victor.
Victor, yeah. You might have spoken to him on the telephone or heard Holmes and Watson talking about him. I don't know.
No, I haven't. They never tell me anything. I never know what's going on.
No. Fair enough. Well, this probably doesn't concern you anyway.
What is it?
No, you're better off out of it.
Why don't you put on your least patronising tone and tell me what it's about?
Well, if your boys are involved with a character called Victor who runs an import-export business and might have need of delivery staff from time to time, they should drop him like a stone. There's going to be a very bad accident soon, and I'd rather no one we knew got hurt.
Absolutely.
If I close my eyes and press my thumbs deep into my temples, I can see the old house, the river sweeping by, the wool shed with the cattle yards out the back, Mum in the kitchen, fixing a trail bike.
Look, he knows what his wife's car looks like. I'm not going to bowl him over. We've got 500 photos of her driving it down Victoria Street, is it? It's marketing. Looks good in the report. Color and movement. Take one out the back. Huh? Black car, right behind. Says on the street for 2 days.
Well, I don't know. They don't seem to be going anywhere. Yeah. Right. Okay. Okay, I will. And, you ring that office, okay? All right.
Hello? You have dialed the office of Excelsior Research Foundation. Unfortunately, this office is unattended at present. Should you wish to leave a message, we'll be happy to get back to you. Please speak clearly 5 seconds from now.
I'm going to bring the camera.
Oh, what for?
Oh, I don't know. Something might happen. This is where you need the camera. We took some photos of the car. The least we can do is take some pictures of the woman. There's not enough light in there. You can take pictures in the dark of that thing. At night, underwater. There's even an attachment to let you take pictures of the inside of your own stomach. Do you know how much light there is down there? We're out of film, all right? Where's she gone? I don't know. Oh, we can't have lost her. Where is she?
Ken? We'll run the pipes in along here, okay? So, measure it up.
I measured it up yesterday. Oh, miserable bastard.
Is this the council records office? Carol.
extremely serious. Have they told you, for instance, they're being followed?
They're not, are they?
Yes.
Who by?
Victor's people.
What for?
I don't know. I can't imagine. Must be some connection, but we can't work it out.
They haven't told me anything.
Really is a well-oiled machine, isn't it? Couldn't run a raffle, could they?
Council records office.
What's that?
Dunno.
It's a package of some sort.
Please start.
How did it get here? You must have left the doors unlocked.
No, I locked the doors.
Now, how could that get in here if the doors were locked?
Look, I locked the doors. You might recall about 30 seconds ago I unlocked the doors. Well, I couldn't have done that unless they'd previously been locked, could I?
Now, I'm not saying it wasn't locked when we got back. I'm saying it wasn't locked when we left.
And who do you suppose locked the doors while we were away?
The person that left this here.
Excuse me a minute. Settle an argument for us, will you? Is that car locked when you put the package in it?
It's okay, it'll be there. Get off my back. I've got other problems. It's on its way.
Are we going to deliver it?
I don't guess, one thing at a time.
Don't like this.
I don't know. We found her. At least you've got something to tell Bill Martin.
Well, that's shaking him off. We're not supposed to be shaking him off. We're following the people in front of him. You moron. What's the matter with him?
Light screen. Well. Well, frankly, it doesn't surprise me. The signs were always there. I think we all knew that something like this was on the cards. An older man, was it? Father figure? Bit of a fixation with a lot of women, apparently, older men?
It's not a fixation with an older man, I don't think.
Ah, well, apparently you can't always be sure.
Fairly sure in this case, I think.
Really? How old?
Oh, I would say 20.
A youth. Oh, really? The son she never had, perhaps.
Lately, the new age lockdown pulled the suicide out. Poor Barbara. It's all in the daily report. Well, I suppose she is a woman of strong desires. Always has been. I'll be brutally honest, she's always been a bit of a handful in that department. It's the quiet ones that go, Ken. Look, am I going to meet this fellow?
I don't know. Do you want it?
I think I should, yes. Look, could you set up a meeting? Him, me, Barbara, by all means. You two, if you can make it. I think we need dialogue. I think we need to find a basis of communication, to find that common ground. Well, we can try, I suppose, to bridge that gap, right? If only I can bridge that gap. Get on to Neville, will you? I want those two idiots brought in.
Excelsior Research Foundation, hello. Oh, Mr. Blair. No, they're in a meeting, I'm afraid. They should be seeing about half an hour. Look, I'll definitely get one of them to call you. No, the meeting's not here, it's at the client.
We're flat to the wards. We're on overload. Our health is suffering. We need sleep. It would be ridiculous to take on more work than we could handle. It would be irresponsible.
I see.
I mean, you're in business. It's the difference between being professional and not doing your job properly.
Sounds like you'd better give up some of your other work.
Ah, well, you see, we can't do that because we...
Shut up!
Now, look. Shut up, Boris.
What you give up is your own business. I'm telling you what you're not going to give up. You do these deliveries when I say so, and you make absolutely no mistakes at all. And you keep your mouths very tightly shut. And I won't kill you.
Could someone open a window? Bit of human in here, isn't it?
Several species you might find out if they do drop in at any stage. This person's name is Neville. Works for Victor. Oh, good. I'm glad to hear it, sir. Something that might interest you boys. I've just been telling Cat. This is Neville.
Neville who?
Works for Victor.
Victor?
Neville's been following you. These two are Victor's thugs. Grievous bodily and armed robbery, respectively, but in a tight spot they'll kill you as soon as look at you. I think these two are from around here somewhere. They were following a woman who was in this shop, but we can't work out why.
She was probably buying something. But where is it exactly?
Brighton. The woman's name is Barbara Martin. Good use of light. Victor is in the drug trade and he's in trouble. If these two don't get out, they're going to get blown away. Nothing surer. Believe me, I know what I'm talking about.
Who are they? I don't know what he's talking about.
You bloody idiot. He's trying to help you.
No, there's nothing much happening at all yet. They went in about 20 minutes ago. Hey, wait a minute. What's his name? Blair. Right back hop Blair. Look, get on to Victor. It's your trouble.
And if you don't get out of this room, there's going to be some trouble. Okay?
Yeah, I'll talk to Brighton first.
Thomas! Really? Thomas!
Are you absolutely sure?
Absolutely.
Why would Bill hire someone to sign?
That's probably not quite the way he'd see it. He sees it more as a sort of...
He's going to do what a very stupid, very sleazy thing to do.
He's very concerned for you. He feels that I could read that. Yeah, I could see that. Concern. Yeah.
Why doesn't he talk to me about his bloody concern?
I don't think he really feels he's able to.
He's had 14 years to slide it into the conversation.
No, I can empathise with that.
You can?
Oh, yeah. Society's full of people who can't get in touch with their own emotions. Is he anal retentive?
I really wouldn't know. He'd like to arrange a meeting at a convenient time that suits both parties.
This is absurd. We live in the same house.
Yeah, but it's a different headspace, though, isn't it? Still, I suppose a formal meeting could provide a different frame of reference.
Yes, go for it.
James himself, for our drifting apart. I know he does. I can feel it. But if that's what he's going to do, blame himself. He's going to stand there and be culpable and sanctimonious and not revile from things. Oh, I can't stand it. Let him have his meeting.
You seem to take it fairly well. Meeting's okay. No, I think Barbara reads Bill pretty much the way we do.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the best way to find Ralph appealing would be to spend a fair bit of time with Bill.
Bloody hell.
It's a great country, isn't it, for a young couple that are really prepared to give it a go?
Grab your hat, Pat. We're
What? You met Neville?
we're a bit pushed for time, Neville.
Oh, there.
Good night, Neil.
Would you like another biscuit, Neville?
Nothing. Victor wants to have a little chat with these two gentlemen. When you're ready.
Yeah, we were just on our way around there.
That's a job.
It's Phil Martin ringing. Tell him there's a meeting at his place at 9 o'clock.
Hopefully call you back.
Then tell him he's carrying about it. It's an outside possibility that's fine if he might stay.
Problem is, you've been talking to the police.
That's simply not true, Victor. We haven't even seen a cop, let alone spoken to one. Ken will back me up on that. That's true, Victor.
You see, Neville here saw Detective Sergeant Blair walking out of your office this afternoon.
Blair? There? Blair, is he a cop? He's not, is he?
Blair!
He's inside.
Shut up! Now listen to me. If you told him anything, you're dead. Stand up. Go and get in that bloody car and do the footscray job. Sit down. If you're late, I'll kill you. If you make a mistake, I'll kill you. If anyone else makes a mistake, I'll kill you. I want you to sit in that car with that package until it's picked up. And if you take your mind off this job for 1 second, I'll kill you. Now get out of here before I get angry. Kel, your brother who wanted the courier work, have him ring me. Neville, make sure they don't get out of that car. And Neville, don't park too near it yourself.
That'll be all right. Perfectly ordinary, everyday raid. All that happens is that we follow them. They pick up the parcel, go to the drop, hand it over, and voila. Good night, Victor.
Then what?
Well, they're all right. They're protected. They're in custody. They're in really serious trouble, and they'll be out of the office for a bit, but at least they'll be alive. You know anyone called Bill Martin?
Yeah, he's a client of ours. No problem.
Yes, sir.
Why?
So I left a message on your answering service. Wants the boys to bring some Caesars or something to use with a dip.
Remind me, if we ever get out of this shambles alive, to ring my mother more often.
Mr. Mickey's birthday the other day.
Animals, too. I've always liked animals. I'm going to make it a point to be kinder to animals from now on.
Look at that, Kennel's book, you see.
What the hell are you doing here? Get back over there.
Oh, that's right down the road.
The Falcon.
Get the contact? Oh, there's someone in it.
Call.
You gonna call it home?
Oh, we'll be plugged into our frequency. You get back over to the car there and sit tight.
Well, how did that happen? I thought that... Yeah, all right. Yes, you can. Thanks. There's some sort of a mix-up. Decoy or something. I'm not sure what's happened yet. And your blokes have disappeared.
What are you after them?
They've got an all-car alert out on them.
Good grief.
Victor's after them. We're after them. Now his contact will be after them. Possible to make a complete mess of something these boys will do. Anyway, how stupid they were, they wouldn't get up in the morning.
I don't know. Don't ask me. I don't know. We can't. There are cops everywhere. It's a setup. We don't know. Just go to ground until it's over. Don't worry about them. They'll be dead in 20 minutes.
Well, good. Sorry we're late. Traffic. Did you pick up something for the dip? No, we didn't like to stop once we got going. Locked the door. We just came straight here.
Well, never mind. Sit down, sit down. Right. I've said it consistently over the years, and I feel it bears repeating, that if I felt that it would make Barbara happy, I would quite literally stand on my head. Literally, I mean that. There isn't anything I wouldn't do to make Barbara happy. Now, you know that, Barbara. I don't always have time, and I sometimes resent the demands that my work makes upon me, but that's not of my doing. I don't like it, but it's not something that I can do terribly much about. I mean, it's probably pretty much the same in your line of work, Ralph. I mean, you just can't go putting your instrument down and go running off every time you feel you'd rather be making someone else happy instead.
He doesn't play anything, so he's a singer.
Yeah, but I know what he means, though.
Of course you do.
I mean, I think I can really see where you're coming from there.
You see, we have communication here. Mm-hmm. We understand each other. It's cool.
Oh, God. I think I'm really sick. Cup of tea, anyone?
Oh, that'd be lovely, Dummy. Thank you.
Every cook in town will be out. I know. We're going to need some help here. Why don't we just take the car and go bush? It will kill us. Only if he finds us. Oh, that's a very short-term solution. We can't stay here. Why don't we call Blair? What for? He won't say that we ever get Mr. Hammond to help us out. Victor will kill us. Either Victor will kill us or Victor will kill us. I don't like it at all. I'll get the package.
Excuse me. I think I've left the lights on in the car. Just go out to check.
Right, it's the same deal in the rock industry. I mean, people are only out for what they can get. Nobody's concerned with what's real.
I've said it many times, Ralph, and Barbara will back me up on this. It doesn't matter what your line of work is. It's still people that you have to deal with. Am I right, Ralph? I mean, that is the bottom line, isn't it?
I can only speak from the point of view of the rock industry, but yeah.
Where's the parcel? Why didn't you bring it?
Wouldn't be necessary.
Excuse me, could I use your phone, please?
Of course. You take milk, Ken?
Yes, thanks. It's a motto that I've had printed on my desk pad at work. Deal with people on a one-to-one basis. That's why I called this meeting, Ralph. I hope you understand that.
Well, I can see where your headspace is at now. Mm-hmm. And quite frankly, I respect you for it.
You ring the police? Yes, I think it's time we got the police in, see if we can't work together on this one.
Yes, they'll appreciate our input, I'm sure.
I think we could do more with the fire brigade. Yes, hello. I'd like to speak to Detective Sergeant Blair, please.
Where are you? Stay there. We'll be there in a few minutes. Okay. Tell the super the address and tell him 2 passengers.
Where are they?
Who is this Phil Martin?
No, Ralph, no, that's not what I'm saying. You can be a company. All you've got to do is register yourself as one. You're mad if you don't. I mean, all those rock bands like the Beatles, they're all companies. You ought to see Graham. Barbara, Ralph ought to see Graham. You ought to see Graham. Family Trust, now that's another way to go.
We might have to shoot off a bit early, I'm afraid. Got to mate with the young JC project before we give me
Honestly, I know how to deal with these guys. I'm not going to be armed. Look, they won't know anything about drugs, and if we go in there like a bloody SAS, we might as well send Vic to the telegram. Let me talk to them. I know it's not my case, but believe me, this is overkill.
Have you got a car?
I've got a van.
Right. Whose name is it in?
Volkswagen.
No, that's not what I meant. Who owns it?
Oh, I do.
Well, you're mad, you see. Your company should own your car. I haven't got a car. I don't own my car. Barbara doesn't own a car. She doesn't. They're all company cars. Now, these lads here, they wouldn't own a car, would you?
Can't remember.
No, we don't have a car.
No, we don't have a car. More trouble than there were cars.
You see? You beg your pardon?
Right, thanks everybody. Well done. Good night.
Right, now...
Excuse me, do you mind if I go?
No, you can't do anything. You can just sit there in complete silence while I tell you what's going to happen. One word out of you and I'll hand you over to Central. And that'll make Central very happy indeed. You have been working for Victor Del Marco. He's been photographed. We've got dates, times, we've even got films of you. You're in the heroin trade. Now, we know you're not running it. We know you don't know what you're doing. But you have been working for a heroin ring. Now, this little caper last night we set up. It didn't work. Victor's still out there. The only people we have detained from this drug ring are you two. Shut up! We can't let you go because Victor will kill you. You need our protection. And the feeling here is that we don't need you at all. The trouble is, if you go to jail, Victor will kill you there, too. It's an administrative problem. If I were you, I would tell the drug squad every single little detail I could remember about this whole sordid mess and hope that someone could get me out of it. Now, I'm working on something at the moment, but if you don't do exactly as you're told, it's not going to work. We're detained on charges, on a series of charges relating to offences which they admit took place over a period from 6th of June to...
Sunday paper.
The sick world, Neville. I'll call the boys off.
We're not going to dirty our hands.
They do not exist.
They are scum.
Blair was saving and wreck.
Probably never work again.
I don't even know any children.
Well, he had to make it a nasty crime to keep Victor away, otherwise he would have killed you. It's your fault. You're so stupid.
You're fired, thanks.
Yes, you're fired, huh?
I think you're very lucky. This will blow over after a while. Probably nobody will remember it.
Touch those cups with your hands.